Well, now let's go to the Founders Club Lounge and Tony Guy.
All right, thank you, Kirk. We are here in the Founders Club. Joining me up here is defenseman Stu Barnes. Stu Barnes tonight. Goal, 2 assists. 3 assists? 3 assists. Got you on that one. Okay, I got to double check on the score over there. But Stu, defenseman, out there playing a little on the point. What'd you think about that?
I don't mind. I mean, we're short defensemen right now, and they need somebody to step back there. And I guess I've been working on it now and then, just playing a shift a game or something. And the last couple of games I've been playing, and I don't mind it. I think I'm doing all right.
Doing excellent, actually, out there for somebody that doesn't play it all the time. With your experience on the ice and your knowledge of the game, does that help you out at the
Yeah, quite a bit. I mean, you know, I think that maybe since I've been in the league for a couple of years, maybe I know what you know, what to expect or things like that, and just be a little extra careful. And I think the best thing about playing D is it's going to help my offensive game. I mean, tonight I remember telling the forwards they have to come back deeper in the zone, which is something that, you know, sometimes we don't do as forwards, and we tell the D that they're not making the passes, and it just gives you another perspective in the game.
When you're back there to start the breakout behind the net, you size it up a little bit, and then you got your forwards crossing in front of you. It's easier for you to pass it out in front because you know where those guys are going to be since you play with them all the time.
Yeah, we like that one play where I'm behind the net, and we got away with that in Spokane one time. I wasn't really even planning it, and I seen Steve Rainey breaking up the ice and just try to hit him with a pass, and I did. And so it's kind of something that we've been working on, and something that's been working pretty good for us.
How about your stamina out on the ice? You've been logging a lot of ice time.
Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, the more I play, the better I play, and it's something that I've always, you know, when I was younger, I got to play a lot because it was minor hockey and things like that, and so I mean, the better I, you know, more ice I get, better I play.
Tonight, the Americans jump out to a 5-1 lead. The Portland Winterhawks a step behind all the way in that first period. The odd man rushes were just incredible for the Americans. There was several 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s, 4-on-1 there at one time. What happened? They came back in the second and in the third period, made it a close contest.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We went after the first period. We were pretty lackadaisical in the dressing room. We were taking it easy and joking around, and maybe we didn't have our minds in the game like we should have. And you know, obviously they showed up in the second period. They came out and played well and almost tied it up.
2 consecutive 9-goal nights for the Tri-City Americans. I'm sure that Coach Kozubak would like to keep these. I know that these are tough games to win on all the time because you score so many goals, but I know that it's good for the points, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's nice for the points. I only got 1 point last night, and which, you know, I really don't mind because that's not really what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking to play defense, and you know, but it's always good. I mean, Reevesy's having a great time with these 9-goal games, getting hat tricks all over the place, and Brian Sakic's just, you know, he's padding the points, and that's good for him, and it just helps everybody, and the guys that don't score a lot get points, and it's just good for the whole team.
From where you're at the blue line out there, does it help you really set up the play a lot better? Get the guys going down around the middle of the net?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, because I'm actually the beginning of the play instead of being the end of the play, because when you're forward, you're getting the passes from the D-man and you're doing something with it there, and now I'm the guy that's making the passes and letting the other people do it.
All right. With your quickness, too, it also gives you a chance to jump inside the blue line a little bit further than, say, one of the regular D-men.
Yeah, it's that's one part of the playing defense that I got to be very careful with because I'm so used to forward. I like to get caught up, and a lot of times I'm head over heels in the other end, and I got to remind myself to play defense, but it's getting better.
All right. Real quickly, we've got time for a couple of questions there.
What do you think about Ron Dixon selling the Coliseum?
I'm not sure any truth to the rumors or whatever is going on with that. I mean, you know, if Mr. Dixon is going to sell the Coliseum, then imagine it's in his best interest, and if he's going to keep it, then you know, it's in his best interest of that. So, I mean, he's a businessman, and he knows what he wants, and I know he loves the hockey, and you know, he'll make the right decision by that.
You guys try to stay away from that and just play and concentrate.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's something that doesn't really affect the team. I mean, it's going to happen either way, whether we want it to or not, and we don't even worry about it.
All right, Tom.
There was almost a scuffle there in the third period, and I noticed that Rob Krause and you were sort of keeping each other out of that. Can you tell us about that?
I was keeping Rob out of it, actually, yeah. I told him take it easy or I'd have to straighten him out, and he did.
Well, when you get Rob in there, and Rob's a very emotional type of player out there, does friendships come back onto the ice?
Oh, for sure. I mean, Krause and I and Ole were pretty good friends when Rob was here, and we used to do a lot of stuff together, and I think it's carried over. I mean, I talk to Rob all the time now when I'm out there, and he's a good guy, and you know, I'm sure this summer we'll be doing something together, and even during the end of the season.
I know I had Kyle up here last night. We talked about his hat trick and all the hats he's got. Did you guys get a chance to run through those hats? I saw some great hats down there.
Yeah, we got, usually what happens is he comes in and they'll bring them all in and into the dressing room, and they'll put them in a big garbage bag or something like that, and Kyle will pick out the ones he wants, and then they're just in the middle of the dressing room, and then you just scramble for whatever you want, and so whatever's left over you get to keep for yourself.
All right, I know there's quite a few nice ones there too, and you fans putting all those hats on the ice, I'll tell you what, there's got to be some bucks being spent this year. There's a lot of hat tricks being done. Stu, good game out there tonight. Get yourself a shower, and we'll talk to you again here real soon, okay?
All right, thanks, Mike.
All right, Stu Barnes. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back up here, and we'll talk with Terry Degner. Again, the final score, the Americans 9, Portland 7.